Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to show you a simple tutorial on how to use Answer the Public, also known as ATP. This can seem a little bit daunting at first, but honestly it's very simple, so we'll run through it pretty quickly. And all that I ask is that if you like the video, be sure to give a thumbs up, comment below with any additional questions that you have or anything that you liked about the video, and then also hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you'd like to see more valuable videos like this. Okay, so we're here at Answer the Public's website, so that's kind of the first step you want to do. Just type in answerthepublic.com. You can find it relatively easily, but a URL will also be in the description section of this video, okay? Once you're there, and kind of before we dive in, you need to understand what Answer the Public is, okay? Answer the Public is referred to as a reverse search engine, okay? So what is a reverse search engine, okay? Think about a traditional search engine like Google. How do you use it, right? You go to Google, to the search bar, you type in a query, and you get answers to your query, right? So whatever you typed in, right? So you type in keywords and you get answers based on the keywords that you typed in, okay? With a reverse search engine, when you type in keywords, which we're actually going to use this and type keywords right here into the search bar, okay? Instead of getting answers to our query, we're going to get questions that relate to our query, okay? And I'll show you kind of what that looks like or what that means because that may be a little bit hard to kind of understand. Basically, we can, in a way, read the minds of our target customers or our target audience by using this tool, okay? Because we can see what questions they have surrounding a specific topic. So a couple really great uses for the Answer the Public tool that I use are, number one, content creation. So let's say I want to create content around my brand and I want to know, I want to create content that people are actually searching for, maybe answer questions that people have, questions to around topics of my content. So it's number one, content marketing. Number two is market research, which can be really great for differentiating and helping your product or your service stand out. Okay, so content marketing and then also market research in order to differentiate yourself, in order to know basically what do people need and then how can you better serve them. Okay, that's really the ultimate goal of this tool, and I'll show you an example of exactly how to use it, of course, because that's the whole point. So in this case, if you don't know already, I produce a lot of content around the Amazon FBA space, so online marketing, e-commerce, Amazon FBA, Udemy, all that good stuff. So let's just say I want to create more content around Amazon FBA, or maybe I want to figure out how can I differentiate my brand, how can I serve customers or my audience in a way that they may not be served right now. So we're just going to go ahead and, as you can see, type in Amazon FBA. And by the way, you may be wondering, oh, do I need to get a paid account? You do not need a paid account. I'd recommend starting off with a free account, of course. However, keep in mind that there are a certain you have a limited number of daily searches in order to use the free version. And then when you upgrade, you get more uses and all of that. So just kind of keep that in mind to just not go crazy with the tool. And then also when you're typing into the search bar, again, Answer the Public recommends 1 or 2 words. But if those two, usually you almost always have kind of 2 words. Okay, and it's really up to you though. You can have 2, 3, and that's usually where I like to do 2 or 3. 1 just tends to be a little bit more broad. Again, depending on your goal. Okay, but just kind of keep that in mind. I usually type in usually 2 words here. In this case, it's Amazon FBA. Select your country as well as the language. So in this case, I want to know, what questions do people have about the topic of Amazon FBA in the United States, and then specifically in English because I'm going to be creating videos and other content in English. We're going to go ahead and hit search. All right. So once we hit search, what Answer the Public does is they are going to give us a list of questions, prepositions, comparisons, alphabeticals, and related topics to the topic of Amazon FBA. So this is our topic right here. And we can actually go ahead and you can click on any of these here and go automatically to that specific section. Another thing that I want to point out, if you're creating a presentation for a client or you just want for reference, I'm going to show you kind of how to use these here, but really quickly, you can save any of these graphs that I'm about to go through as an image. You can download that, save it as an image, and then use that in any kind of client presentation or for yourself. Okay. You can also download all the data in CSV format. I'd recommend doing both. Why not? Unless you're just kind of just doing this really quickly and don't want to kind of store all that on your laptop or your hard drive. Okay. So you can download the data, save as images, okay? And you can also skip around if you want to go directly to any of these here in the future. But we're going to go ahead and go in order. It'll be pretty brief, but I know this seems a little bit overwhelming at first. So first, okay, we have questions. So these are common questions, again, that people are asking relating to the topic of Amazon FBA, on search engine. So and then specifically, okay, so we have Amazon FBA, and then why questions related to Amazon FBA, when questions related to Amazon FBA, how, will, which, all of these, okay? And something I want to point out is that you'll see here that each kind of section, and I wish you could kind of rotate it, which you can't, but you can just kind of tilt your head a little bit, I guess. That's what I do at least. And you'll see that at the beginning of each of these kind of clusters of data, that there are kind of darker colored or a little bit darker green circle, and then gradually it's a gradient that gets lighter, okay? Darker means more frequent, okay? These are questions that are more frequently typed in. So for example, if I want to create content, so maybe that's not a good, why Amazon FBA is bad. Still interesting, that's something you may want to address, or I might want to address with my content, but let's see another one. So why is Amazon FBA? The Amazon FBA Warriors course, right? Okay, so here's a good example. What Amazon FBA means versus what Amazon FBA stands for, okay? So people are searching for what Amazon FBA means more, as we can see here, because it's darker gradient here. They're searching for this more than what is Amazon FBA stand for, or what is Amazon FBA Canada. So if I want to create content that is going to appeal to more people in my audience, there's more people that are searching or have a question about what Amazon FBA means than what is Amazon FBA stand for, etc. Right? And some of these aren't exactly perfectly worded. It's pulling in data, so you kind of have to dissect it a little bit, but it does a lot of the heavy lifting for you. So as we can see, again, we'll just quickly go through. Here's just some off the top. I would write these down on a notepad, or I download the data. Here's some quick questions that I know people have about the topic of Amazon FBA, which can help me, again, create content, or it can help me if I have a course, if I have consulting services or whatever, kind of help differentiate my services because I know what people are searching for. So which Amazon FBA course is the best? How does Amazon FBA work? Are Amazon FBA courses scams? How Amazon FBA works again? Can Amazon FBA make you rich? When Amazon FBA started? Which Amazon course is the best? Why Amazon is bad? The Amazon FBA Warriors course, what Amazon FBA means. So right off the bat, I know that a lot of people they want to know, what does Amazon FBA mean? Which course, or should I even take a course? And then also, is it bad? Is it dangerous to get in, to sell on Amazon or get into Amazon FBA? Right off the bat, I can already tell from this data, those are three really big questions that people have based on all of these different pieces here. So I can create content around this, and it's just really great market research depending on your goals. Okay, so that's number one is questions. Okay. Number two is prepositions. Works very, very similarly. As we can see, all the prepositions here. We have is, with, without, near, for, can, to. This near is really great if you have a physical location. So maybe you're not online. This is a really great section here. Again, I don't really have that, so I don't really pay attention to that too much because all of my own brands, and I work a lot online with e-commerce and digital marketing and all of that. Okay, but we have Amazon, Amazon FBA is dead, or is Amazon FBA dead? Amazon FBA with Shopify, Amazon FBA without private label, Amazon FBA for sale, Amazon FBA, can you make money, right? Amazon FBA to Canada. So some really great points here. And actually, I might use these, honestly, to create some content in the future. But again, same idea, just around prepositions, and you can go ahead and look for yourself. Okay, we already kind of covered that. Again, you can download this as an image. Download all the data into CSV file, which is basically just an Excel file with all the data kind of written out, or you can save the image that's more visual and graphically appealing, okay? Next, we have comparisons, okay? Same idea. Versus, so Amazon FBA versus X, Y, and Z. Amazon FBA or this or that. Like, versus, and. So really great topics here, right, for comparison. All right? So those are all very similar. Questions, prepositions, and comparisons. Lastly, we have alphabeticals. Okay, this is a little bit different. And specifically for alphabeticals, right, it's simply, Amazon FBA followed by the letter A, followed by the letter B, and then C, and then D, and so on through each letter of the alphabet. And then again, these are the most common, right? It goes from most common to least common, searched for query with Amazon FBA plus the letter A, plus a word that begins with the letter A, right? A little bit kind of confusing at first, but it's really common sense, right? So Amazon FBA account, Amazon FBA app, alternatives, automation, address, API, Alibaba, accounting software. Again, you may be looking through this, you're like, this is interesting. I don't even really know about this, or I don't really understand this. You take this, go to Google, learn a little bit more research or data about this topic, and you can understand, I didn't know. I realize this, my audience really wants to know about this, or that, or they have questions about this, this topic. So really insightful. Here, again, if there's anything in particular, it could just be good to just kind of browse through and write down anything that pops out or looks interesting. Again, I don't really use the alphabet section as much. What I mostly use this section for is specifically for content creation. It's really the only section that I do. And this just kind of generates some ideas. Then I'll take those ideas and then I'll use like a keyword tool. For example, if I'm going to make a YouTube video like this, I'll use a tool like TubeBuddy, type in one of these. So for example, maybe Amazon FBA business model, copy this, go to my tool, paste it in, and try to find a keyword with relatively high demand and low competition that I can make a video about and get views and seen and all that kind of stuff, right? So that's mostly for content creation, just to generate some ideas. But really what I like the most, and that I use the most, are the questions, prepositions, and comparisons. These are the most used that I have, right? And you can kind of scroll through and see all the letters of the alphabet here, okay? And then lastly, we have related terms to Amazon FBA, which is another kind of great little tool here, Amazon FBA calculator. And actually, I've done some research myself, and this is actually a really great keyword to create content for, meaning this keyword actually based on other research outside of Answer the Public, and unfortunately, Answer the Public doesn't really give this data in terms of, here's how many times this particular keyword is typed into Google or YouTube every month, or data like that. So I kind of have to use both tools. But again, Amazon or Answer the Public is a really great tool just to kind of get you started. But I did my own research, used Answer the Public, found this Amazon FBA calculator, went to my other keyword tools that I'm using to kind of do some more research or kind of vet the keyword a little bit more, and found that it's a relatively high demand, low competition keyword, right? And I've actually found this is true for a lot of these topics here that Answer the Public kind of shows you. So really great tool, and the fact that it's free is awesome. If it was I'd be willing to pay if I used it a lot more than I do, but I don't use it as often. But it's a really, really great free tool. I use this all the time for content marketing and market research for the physical products I sell on Amazon, the content I have about passive income, digital marketing, and all that kind of good stuff. So this is a really, really great tool. Again, really simple. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Again, hopefully this was helpful. And if you did find it valuable, be sure to let everyone else know by giving the video a thumbs up and hitting the subscribe button and notification bell for more, because we have a lot more extremely valuable content coming to you very, very soon, brought to you by Answer the Public, indirectly, I should say, because I'm not an affiliate. So I want to make sure you don't miss out for that. Again, hope you found the video helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in future videos.